All right, so I'm gonna play this all the way through, and then we're gonna get into it. So let's go. All right, now, all throughout all of these games that you play, what you're basically dealing with is a constant covert tactic that is being used to impede on your ability to get a bucket. All right, so they're saving points off of you all throughout the game, just in increments and in different parts of the game. They're constantly doing this. So when you have certain opportunities to get an easy or what should have been an easy bucket, sometimes you're not going to get it. And that is their way of trying to create a balance and prevent you from just outright dominating and blowing the computer out by 50 points every time you play. All right, so you're going to have instances like this right here. So check it out. Let's play it one more time. All right, now this right here is an easy bucket. Now I get the ball, I'm looking for the outlet pass, give it to one man. I see I have a teammate that's making his way ahead of all the defense, right? He's going to come out ahead of all the defense by the time he gets down to the other end of the court. And also the algorithm understands that that's what's about to happen too. So now when I give him the ball, instead of being allowed to aggressively attack the rim and just finish with a nice easy dunk or a simple layup, high percentage dunk, high percentage layup, when he catches the ball, the game forces him to stop outside of the half circle. So let's look at it again. Catches it, boom, right? Now he stops. Not only does he stop outside of the half circle, which once again, that is being done deliberately. But when that happens, he also leans or he steps off to the right side of the court instead of just going straight in, right? There's nothing in between him and the basket. So this would be just a straightforward leaning layup or a straightforward dunk, right? But he's forced into stepping on the right side, and what that does is it gives computer a angle to get in the half circle, all right, and to get in between him and the rim, right? So now he goes up for this lower percentage layup, and he tricks it, right? When in reality, this was basically 100% good. There was nothing that could have stopped it from happening, which is why the algorithm forced this little situation to play out the way that it did, right? So now he stops and, once again, steps off to the right side, blows the whole opportunity to score, just blows it, right? A lot of people, they play this game and they think that, it's just things that they need to work on, it's just messed up. That is not the case. This is all being done on purpose. You will never see computer do some bullshit like this right here. You will never ever see computer pull one of these right here. You will never see it, right? Where they have an easy bucket and they just stop, right? That force field comes up that I like to talk about. That force field comes up and your man just stops for no reason, even though the bucket was easy or the steal or the loose ball was easy, the rebound was easy, whatever the case may be. And then that invisible force field just pops up, and now all of a sudden, he can't move past a certain point, right? You will never see computer do this because they're always trying to surreptitiously save points from your team, right? So now a game where you wind it up, let's say even if you win it, which I always win, but let's say even when you win it, you may have 120 points, but when you actually calculate and add up all of the different times that they save points from you, you probably would have had around like 170 points, 180 points. But that's not realistic according to what actually happens in real basketball, right? So now what they have to do in order to limit your ability to just put up these insane numbers that doesn't really mimic or match real life, they have to program this algorithm to do little shady tricks and tactics like what you just seen right here all throughout the game. So now you wind up with 120, 130 when you probably could have had up to like 200 points. I've had multiple games with 200 points. And even in those games, I was being played in certain instances, right? Blue computer out by 100. You could do that every single game if the algorithm is either tamped down or just totally removed. It should not be there. It should be between you, your AI, and the opposing team's AI. And if you're playing another person, right? But the algorithm acts as an omnipresent force, an omnipresent influence that sort of it tweaks and it tinkers with everything that's going on the court. It tweaks it, it manipulates the flow and the outcome of the game, it manipulates the pace of the game, right? So now you have instances where, just like this, where you're stopping when you should just be getting an easy layup. This is not accidental. It's not accidental at all, right? But anyway, peace.